think we're live again. And let's see if we're on YouTube now. Yes, we are on YouTube now. That's cool. Alright, and good, we are live on YouTube. Alright, now, next question. Can I stream this over to... Can we stream this over to Twitch? If I hit this button, it's supposed to start Twitch. Okay, I'm on YouTube. Let's go to Twitch on my phone and see if we are live on Twitch. And so far, it looks like we are not live on Twitch, my channel. No content available. But I hit the little Twitch button, so why is it not going live? Let's try this again. Twitch. Twitch. My channel. Oh, it's working. Nice. So, I am now live on Twitch. Also, oh wait, hang on. Let me check. I think we're live on Twitch. Okay, cool. We are live on Twitch now. So this thing here, I think I can probably pull one of these guys out here, right? Like, I don't need to remove that. Hit OK. Okay, that's good. Now, this panel we don't need. Docs. Now I need chat. And what happened to the camera? Okay, so chat, YouTube, I need to pop out my YouTube chat. So if I go to YouTube live, actually Twitch is not really doing too well. It keeps cutting in and out. And that's because my Wi-Fi sucks right now for some reason. Alright, and back here on YouTube, if anybody's watching, guys, I'm just trying to figure out this whole streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so bear with me, guys. I do want to do a live thing about AOVs here, but I just realized I should have probably put on the title test. But okay, now that I'm here, let's pop out the chat so I can figure out how I can see your guys' comments and chats. And let's wait for that to come through. Okay, so there is the chat. It should be popped out. Live chat. Let's do a quick test. All right, that's working. What was the question, Toto? Yo, what up, Toto? Actually, just playing. I'm trying to get my stream. Right now it's on Twitch and YouTube, so I'm just kind of testing. But I'm actually gonna do a video here shortly. But I'm streaming to Twitch right now, and I'm testing if this is on Twitch. So, all right, chat's popping up. I can see that. That's cool. Let me go to Twitch now and see if I can send a text on Twitch. Okay. Nothing. I'm not getting any texts from Twitch. So that means I need to probably pop out Twitch chat also. So go to my Twitch dashboard over here. All right, Twitch. Where did I go? Stream Manager? Man, this is I hate it and I love doing new stuff, but I hate it because I don't understand it, but I just got to deal with it, right? Okay, here it is. Pop out Twitch. Pop out chat. All right, so since we have that popped out, I could probably close that now, free up some internet. So I've got my Twitch chat over here and I've got my YouTube chat over here. Now let's give it another test. Hi, I'm from Twitch. Animated emojis can be disabled in settings. Show me. I'm not worried about that right now. Testing. Nope, still nothing from Twitch. Okay. Okay, that's not working. Why is that not working? Because this plugin I'm using, I should be able to... It worked last night, actually. I was on Twitch and I sent a message and it popped up. But I was only streaming on Twitch. I wasn't streaming to YouTube also. But right now, at least I know I am streaming to YouTube and Twitch. But if I can't get Twitch comments, it's kind of like pointless. Alright, I got that. Oh, I think I also need to have the browser open. I need to have the browser open for this add-on to work. Alright, browser is open. Alright, now let's go back to Twitch again. Man, it's still not working, dude. Oh, what's up, bro? Actually, I'm just trying to get... I'm streaming to Twitch and to YouTube, and I'm just trying to get my comments when people comment on Twitch, I want to see their comments. I did it last night, like on a private chat. Dude, how do I? This is hang on. Like, it's just not showing up on like YouTube. Okay, now I'm not getting anybody's. Are you stuck on AOVs? No, actually, I'm actually playing. I just was playing with AOVs and like figuring out how, not the AOV, but compositing AOVs back inside of Octane, and then like I've been figuring it out, bro, and it's freaking awesome, dude. And so I was like, I want to share a live stream to share how I'm doing it, but then I'm like, okay, I set up, watching your stream and you're streaming over to Twitch. I'm like, hey, that's a good idea. I should start streaming to Twitch also. So I set Twitch up last night. Oh, bro, I don't know why my Twitch isn't working. Probably as well. So yeah, but it worked last night. I don't understand this. Like, it worked, but I think I know why it worked, because this plugin I'm using AMS or something like that. The Ultimate multi-stream plugin. And I think I had Twitch as my main stream, and then I had YouTube as my secondary stream. And now I switched it. Oh, hang on, that popped in. That worked. See, that worked. I just got your text. Boom, you popped up. I got your text. Okay, see, your text is showing on screen. That's good. I'm good. I'm learning something new as well. Right. That's cool. That works. That's always worked for YouTube. Now, the problem is, when we're on Twitch, if I can't read their comments, like, I don't want to stream to Twitch, because like that's pointless, right? The whole point of streaming is to interact with the audience, right? Hi. There it is. It's working. Okay. I have to have my browser open. I don't have to have it on a particular page, but I have to have the browser open, because the add-on works. It's called Social Stream Ninja, and it's a one of those, Google add-on things. So I have to have that working. Okay, good. That's from Twitch. One more time. I'm from Twitch. Hi, I'm from Twitch. There it is. Boom. Okay, now we're cooking. And in my OBS, it even shows up as a Twitch icon, so it lets me know that that comment is from Twitch. That's cool. Alrighty. And I can probably get that icon to appear when it shows up on screen, because a lot of time I watch my own stream on my phone. So I can... Okay, hang on. Let's fix that really quickly. If I go to docking streams, nope, I want to go to feature chat overlay. Twitch link, please. Asking for a friend. Twitch link. How do I do that? Twitch link. Okay. Twitch link. Literally, this is like my second day of using Twitch, man. Like, I had a Twitch account for years, but I've never actually... I literally went to Twitch just to watch a couple of my friends who were Twitchers, and they're gamers. So I've never really used my account for... It's loading right now. Hang on, I'll drop you the link really quickly. let me go back to, oh, I was already on the browser. In the browser here. And if I go back to docked feature chat, that's the one that pops up on screen that you guys see. I also want to show Twitch messages. Yes. No. Only show Twitch messages? No. Show source icon. So it's okay, good. Show source icon. And I probably have to copy that link. Okay, and once that's copied, I go back to OBS. And here's my featured chat. Featured chat. Where's that at? Nope, that's not that. Featured chat. Image. Nope, that's not that. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Did I get that? Did it load to Twitch yet? Okay, that's loaded to Twitch. All right. Twitch. How do I... Oh, it's basically one polygon with me, but it's underscored. I don't know how on Twitch where the heck I can get a link. How do you share stream? Oh, I don't know how to share stream. That should just be like a quick button, right? Just share the stream. Stream together? No. Oh, I don't know. Let me just go to home page. And let me just paste. Yeah, it's basically this. Hang on. Copy that. Alright, and chat. Man, this is where I miss having, I used to have 3 monitors, and I really miss it, because my 3rd monitor was always dedicated just to the chat windows. But ever since on this new GPU, it only has 2 outputs for, which I don't understand. It's like, oh, that's the wrong chat. YouTube chat. See, like, this is gonna be a nightmare trying to manage. I'm gonna have to look for another add-on that can put all of these chats into one type of chat window. Paste chat. There, one polygon with me at Twitch, whatever that is. Like, I can't figure out how to just get a simple share me file. Okay, now. All right, cool. So I've got all 3 of my windows on one screen, which is, where the heck, right? Boom. Okay, that helps me. I've got all those consolidated. Now let's just get, I don't really need to see the audio thing. Okay, we're coming in at about 15, that's minus 15 dB. That's about good. And I need to move this somewhere else. I need to dock this somewhere. There we go. All right, I can work with that. All right, I think it's official. Even though there's nobody on Twitch at the moment, which I'm not worried about. We'll get people there once they know I have a Twitch. And now, let's go back to monitoring the YouTube, because that's where I like to watch the YouTube stuff happen. Okay, and let's get the YouTube caught up. Boom. There it is. It's official. Everything's working. Camera's about to die. I need to change the battery. Let's unplug that. Let's unplug that. Let's turn this back on. While this is going, let's get this charging. Okay, and I heard a beep beep. That means we got. All right, I got 4. Is that overkill? No worries. I got 4. You got 4 what? I will take time like YouTube. You got 4 what? Okay. This is nice now. Like, I figured out how to get the chat docked into my OBS, so like it's the main part now I can see, and it's really nice because now I can see those icons. Next I need to do is get Facebook on this, but the internet, this add-on I'm using is basically still, you gotta have the internet streams, and I'm still at 4G on the internet. Dude, what the heck, man? I don't understand that. It was at 5G, and then as soon as I start streaming, it drops to 4G. Oh, you got 4 monitors. No, that's not overkill, man. Hell yeah. I had 3 and I loved it. When I went down to 2, I was just like, ah. So, like, I need to buy, I don't know, like, those new monitors are pretty wide. Like, they get pretty wide. But I don't understand, like, so can you position multiple screens on that super wide monitor? Like, kind of, is it like a wide, I know it's a wide monitor, but can I put multiple programs stacked? I don't know. So, I don't know. I need a new monitor. My monitors are very old, like 2012, 2013, literally. But they work still, so that's why I haven't upgraded. And it's like, I'm not looking to, I don't do a lot of 4K stuff. Close that. All right, cool. All right, now in OBS, if I press H, oh, you know what? That's only when I'm recording a video. I found out another add-on I have in OBS. When I'm recording the video through OBS, I can hit H and it'll put a marker on that video. So when I take that video file, and bring it into DaVinci Resolve, I can see exactly where that marker was. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm just gonna have to edit the stream after it gets uploaded to YouTube. All right. Taking a look at the results, and you know what? No. I really just want to restart the stream so I have a fresh. I'll cut it up later. All right, we're gonna do it like this. Since I'm live, this is gonna be a quick. I'm gonna record a video while I'm live, and then I'm gonna cut this stream up to make my video. Try Altus Pro ultra wide. You will love it. So if I'm using that ultra wide, can I have like Blender on one side, and then take my other stuff and stack them over on the other side? Since it's ultra wide, I got the extra wide space. So is it kind of like condensing 2 monitors in one, but I still can stack the real estate? Is that kind of like how it happens? All right. So I'm not going to put any music on this right now because I'm going to record. This is going to be used for a video. I'm going to actually use this. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. So right now I figured out how to recomposite AOV passes inside of Blender. I'll quickly walk you through how to do that. If you guys are watching this video in the future, this was a live stream that I did, and I'm making a video out of the live stream. So we'll have comments popping up. Don't mind them. It's okay. We got Hassan, the legend himself, also here in the chat right now. Yeah, but wouldn't recommend it. Okay. We were talking about monitors and stuff like that, but right now we're going to get straight to, I want to show you a quick crash course on AOVs, because so many people always ask me about AOVs, and I don't want to use Blender because I don't understand the AOVs. I don't want to use Octane because I don't understand the AOVs. I'm going to break it down really quickly and rough, and then I'm going to make some more clean, dedicated videos to it. But I just played with it today for about 2 hours, and it was pain. It was painful. Like my hands are bleeding, my hands are chapped, but I'm done. I got my wounds all cured, and now I want to share the love and record this video so I know how to do this again, basically. All right. So here's the render that I've got, and right now, don't mind the render. It looks like garbage because I've got a chromic aberration at 100%. I've got fog at 100%. Like, I want to see this stuff working. This is not about making a pretty render. This is about learning right now. Okay, so I've got this scene, and what I've done was I'm going to break it down from the beginning. So let me go back to, first, let me show you one thing first here. When we go up into our top view, here we have our AOV render AOVs. And this is basically how you export out passes like you would do in cycles, and you would say, I want my diffuse, indirect, and all those beauty passes and all the passes. This is how you export them out, right? If you come over here, you click new tab. I already have my tree right here, F test, right? And I'm going to go full screen. I've already exported out the passes that I want. So the first thing first, what you're going to do is when you make a new one, you're going to start off with just these two tabs here, right? Here is your render AOV, and here is the group AOV. And it's like the easiest way to kind of understand this is to go backwards. Like these layers are the channels that I want, right? Diffuse, indirect, direct, diffuse, direct, indirect, emission layer, emitters or emission, right? Reflection, refraction, subsurface, volume. I haven't got that one to work yet. I got to figure that one out. Light AOVs, right? I've got all the channels that I want to send out, and we got to take those channels and we put them into a group. Okay, and once I have this group, I'm going to take this group and tell Octane, hey, take this group and I want you to put it in the AOV groups. And this is my first group, AOV1. Again, I think you can have, I don't know what the max is on how many channels of these things you can have. Let's see what the max is. 16 is the max. If you need more than that, you use this render AOV group and make another group like I've got here at the bottom. Actually, let me remove those because that will affect things. Okay. If you need more than 16, you add another one here, which is I did here, group 2. Here's my group 2. And this one I have ambient occlusion, I have shadows, I have volume, volume express, blah, blah, blah. And I also have Z depth. Okay. Best viewer on streamable.com. Great. I'm streaming to Twitch now, and the first comment I get from Twitch is like some spam. Okay, that's really making me want to just continue streaming to Twitch. Okay, back on subject. So I've got a separate one here. So I've got 2 node groups with all these layers. Think about these as layers. Okay, these are our layers, and I'm putting them all together in these groups, and then I'm taking that group and putting it into a master group, and here's the output, my AOV output. Now I can view any of these channels, and the way that you can view these channels, if I literally click here, here is my beauty. Let's jump back over here, and you got to have your render activated and going. Okay, and waiting for image. Just let it do its thing. Boom. Here is my render. Okay, and like let's say I want to see that pass that I brought in. Here's the emitters. Anything that has an emission, boom, there it is. Right? Check that out. That's so cool. Diffuse direct, diffuse indirect, right? Reflections. There's my reflections. Indirect reflections. What is this? Refraction. That's refractioning happening. I have an emission behind this plastic, and we're seeing the refraction through the subsurface, right? Then we have subsurface. There's anything that has any subsurface. And again, it looks super grainy and dirty because we're not seeing the noise, the denoise pass anymore. We're just seeing raw render, right? And I don't have the samples cranked up a lot. Subsurface, light ID. I have a light here. I gave it a light ID. So if you click on your light, and then if you go into, for example, let me see. If I go into my editor here, here's my light. And anytime you have an emission, here's my black, here's my light ID. I set it to 2. Okay, so if I come over here and I scroll over to, actually, where is it at? It's not, oh, it's actually not on this acrylic light, but I have it set to 2. What do we got here? Yo, what up? What's up? I'm actually recording a video live on, I'm talking about AOV, so bear with me for a moment, okay? So like I was saying, we don't have that on this acrylic light. We cannot change the channel, but that's all right. I gave it a light pass ID of 2. So when I'm back inside of my render AOVs, and we go back to our test, but here we are. I gave that channel, where is it at? Here is right here. Render AOV, light ID number 2. There's my light, and that's why we're only seeing that light, which is really cool because in post I have control of that light. I can change the color or something on it, right? So what else we got here? We got number 2. We've got shadows. That's what my shadows look like. Volume, which I can't see. Value emission. I still haven't figured that one out. Denoise beauty. Here's the denoise right version. And here's my Z depth. Now on the Z depth, you're going to need to set up a couple things too. I'm going to show you that just real quickly on the Z depth. When you come in here and you add in your Z depth, here it is. I added my Z depth note pass. And again, to add these passes, guys, it's really easy. Like, for example, let me just kill this one for a minute. I want to keep my settings so I know what I did. You press on the plus, and then here it is. We'll go render AOVs. We've got all these different layers, these groups, right? Now, to get to the AOVs, what I normally do is just go to, where is it? Rendered, AOVs, date, denoising, info, no, render layers, no. How did I get Z depth? I had to get Z depth. I went, was it? Oh, I just searched it. Yeah, I searched it right here. Z depth AOV. And then there it is. It pops in like this, right? And then to change the level or the range of the Z depth, you need to come in here and play with max Z depth range, right? So like if I bring this forward, it goes white. If I bring this the opposite direction, now you can see I'm controlling this set to 1000. Like I haven't really figured out what that is exactly doing, because if I give it to 1, if I go to 0, I don't see anything. I don't see anything happening on it. So I just left it at default, but I know this top one is working, right? So here's, I'm going to plug the one that I originally set back up in. I'm going to plug that back into there. So boom. So there, that we're seeing my Z depth path, okay? Then we have ambient occlusion, and there's my ambient occlusion pass. And then this last one, which I'm going to get to in a moment here. So those are my passes. I have all my passes ready. If you're done and you want to send this render to like, you know, Nuke, or if you want to send this to DaVinci Resolve or to After Effects as individual layers, now I would just go to my Blender Compositor and you'll look here. Here's all the passes, which I just showed you. Light ID, all of them are right here. And then from here, you'll just do your normal gig, file output. Here's your file output. I would suggest setting them as a EXR. And if you're using an EXR, use DWA on the compression, because they are smaller than PNGs and they hold multiple layers of data. It's amazing, right? Ever since I've started using that, I've never used PNGs and any of this jibber jabber anymore, right? But do that. So there it is. But now, if I don't want to go to After Effects, or if I don't want to go over to DaVinci Resolve or Nuke to do any compositing, I can do it right here inside of Octane, right? And this is what I figured out today. And I got to give props where props are due, first of all. Let me quickly change course. I'm going to show you the guy that I learned how to do this from. His name is Alex, and he is in the Blender Octane community. And like, guys, I've struggled with trying to do this forever, but because I saw his thing, I was able to figure this out. Let it load in. Okay, and let me pop this up. If I go into the classroom, and in the classroom, I have this database built of all of these Octane related videos, so we don't all have to go searching around. I'm just keeping everything right here. If I go to Octane for YouTube, again, this is my Blender Octane community. Anybody watching this stream right now, you got a 7-day free trial. Link is down in the description. But let me quickly show you. Here is it. We go to Octane with Alex T. Please go to him, his YouTube channel. Check him out. This is the original video right here that I watched that shows me how to do. This is part 1. Then he's got part 2, and then he's got the part 3 about how to mix lights and keeping everything inside of Octane Blender, right inside of here. It's powerful stuff, right? So I'm not going to click on it now because it's going to mess up the stream data and all that jibber jabber, but I will put his, actually no, I am going to do it now because I want to put his link in the blah blah blah. what am I trying to say? In the chat, because we're live right now, for those of you who are watching it live. For those of you who are watching it on the replay, his links for his channel will be down in the description of the video. I have to give props where props is due. This is how I learned how to do this stuff, right? Oh, it's taking forever to load. But I'll do that after, guys, because it's killing my stream right now. Oh, see, yeah, it's killing my stream right now. I'll do it after. Good. Now, how do we put all of this stuff back together? Like, I want to put all these layers and composite inside of Octane. Now, what I'm going to do is switch from here. Remember, this was our AOVs. And again, I wish it would just, I think I can pin this here. There's a way that I can pin that here. I haven't figured it out. Anyways, test, that's my name. These are all our channels that I want. And what I want to do, now I'm going to switch this, and I'm going to just scroll this one up because I already did it. If you come here, and it's going to be Octane Composite, right? Now inside of the Octane Composite, you hit Quick Node Setup, but I already have it built, so I'm going to click on mine. And when you go to Quick Node Setup, it's just going to pop open this when you first start, okay? So when you first start from here, you're going to click on this, and you're going to make an input, right? You're going to go Input, and then you're going to go Output AOV, and it's going to click up this little box right here, which is the exact same thing that I'm using right here. This is the same thing, right? And it's basically going to give us our channels. This is where we're going to start to layer our channels up, okay? So you kind of think about it like this would be our project in After Effects, and this will be our pre-composite layers, right? Our pre-composite layers. So this is no, this will be our project, this will be the composition, and this will be pre-comps, okay? That's kind of what we're kind of dealing with here. So here's my pre-comp that I've already built. I'm going to plug it in, and you can see I've got all these channels. So what I've done was, let me kill that. Here is, I had to rebuild stuff. So for those of you who know about people who like break, they'll take a render and they'll take it to Nuke and then they'll rebuild it, like taking the diffuse and indirect diffuse and then doing the math, and then this is how you do that here. And it's I thought it's complicated, but it's really easy. I'm kind of seeing how it works now. First thing first, I'm gonna just do number one. I'm gonna go ahead and how's the best way to do this? I'm just gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. Kill all of these, right? Boom, like that. Okay, drag this down. We're just gonna kill it like that. So first thing first, I'm gonna show you how to rebuild the diffuse, and so we can see what's happening over here. Now to view this, it was making me complicated. I didn't know how do I view this. Like, I'm still seeing my previews from the AOVs. Like, we're still seeing the previews from the AOVs. Once you go over here and you make that layer group, and once you make this initial group right here, this right here, once you add this, going to add that into your AOV layer group over here. It's going to add it over here. And I'm going to go from this, and I say, oh, there it is, AOV output 1. That's the one I want to see. I want to see the comp now. I want to see my composition that I'm going to build, or not composition. I want to see my the thing that I'm going to build here, right? I want to see it. Okay, so now that we're in here, we don't see nothing. Well, I don't have anything plugged in. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is we're going to need a layer group. This group, we're going to plug it into one because I'm taking layers and I'm going to build these layers. So what layer am I going to build? I'm literally going to go, let me move this off to the side. I still need that for reference. I'm going to go to layer number 1, and I'm going to go to blend. And this has everything in it. Everything that you can do is right here. And I'm going to go, I want to bring in my layer group. Okay. And then within my layer group, why does it always do that? Was it layer group? No, I already have a layer group. Sorry guys, bear with me. This is my layer group. I want to bring in the element that I want to be on that layer. Render AOVs. And if I go to render AOVs, why does it always put it down there? It's so annoying. Okay, here's my render AOVs. Again, the AOVs that we talked about here on top. All of these channels right here, all this stuff is now going to be accessed right here. And if I go look, render AOVs, click on this, here are the AOVs that I put on my list, right? And actually has everything, really, to be honest. If I zoom back a little bit and I go like, wait for this autosave to kick in, boom. Look, it's everything. All the things that are available are right here. So what I want is the diffuse and I want diffuse, direct, and indirect. I want to rebuild this pass, okay? So right now we're seeing the beauty. We're seeing everything. I'm going to change this, and I'm going to go to, where is it at? Diffuse, direct. All right, there's my result. That's what I want to see, okay? And then what I also want to see is I want another layer. I want to just duplicate this, and I'm going to drag this one on top, and I'm going to drag it into number 2. Now, if you don't see that, it's going to look like this. You just go add an input, and then I'm going to go and just paste this right here, and I'm going to change this from direct to indirect. Okay? Boom. There it is. Now I can see the 2. Look, there's 1, there's 2. But how do I combine them? Because if you're doing a rebuild, or if you're rebuilding these passes, there's math that needs to be involved. Like you take direct and indirect and you have to plus them together, right? So how do we plus them together? How do we add them together? Well, it's very easy. If we come here on the top node, you'll see we have blending settings here. Let me move these guys out of the way now. All right, we see blending settings right here. Well, I want to blend them like Photoshop, right? Click on this. Why does it always put that thing down there? Let's put them together. So let's open this up so we can see what we're doing. I want you guys to see. There we go. Right now, it's in normal. That's not working. But we click on this and we change this to add. Boom. Look at that. There it is. You see what just happened? I'm going to put this on top because that's how I like to work. I like to see it right there. Add. Let me change this again and go back to normal. Boom. There it is. Normal means we're only seeing the top layer. We're only seeing this. And then if I enable this, now we're just seeing this, right? I want to see this, turn them both on, and I want to take this top layer and I want to add this on top of the bottom layer. Boom. There it is. That's why I stack them in layers, because it helps me to know what I'm doing, right? It's kind of like your After Effects layer stuff, right? There's my bottom layer. This is on top. This is adding on top of this layer. Boom. That's it. So that's how I rebuilt my diffuse. And you would do the same thing for the reflections. Okay, so here's my reflection layer. I literally just copy this whole setup, drag it up here. Okay, and now all we're going to do is change it from diffuse. We're going to go in here to reflections, indirect, reflections, direct. And same thing again. I want to just do the math. I want to add these together. Let me move this out the way and go here so I can show you. Add this together, right? Once we added that together, we don't see nothing because it's not plugged in. We're going to plug that into number 2. Boom. There it is. Now we can see we've got the reflections happening. But hang on. It's not going to work like that the first time. Let me unhook that. Right? Once you do it the second time, it's just taking these 2 and stacking them, but they're not being added to this, right? Right now, we're only seeing 1, 2 added on top. And then it's this group, this whole group is being piped out into here, so we got 2 groups. But how do we take this second group and add it on top of the bottom group? Is you just do it inside of here. Here's, again, I'm going to add in a blend on this mode right here now. On this node, I'm going to add in a blend. Boop. And it's going to bring it way down there. I'm going to add this. And again, I'm going to set it to, let me just delete that now because it's in the way. I'm going to set it to add. Watch this. Boom. Now it took my diffuse and it took my reflection and it added it on top. Okay. Boom, there it is. You just keep repeating this process for everything. Now, here's my emission layer, my emitters, all my emitters. Hang on here, I want to keep my housekeeping going nice and clean. I put these things in groups, guys, because it just really helps to visually see this stuff. And when I come back to this file, like next week or tomorrow, I can remember what the heck I did, right? It just makes things a little bit easier. So, now, copy paste the whole selection again. And matter of fact, I'm going to copy paste it right now. I'm just going to do it with you right now. Shift D. And to take those out of the group, you press Alt P. And I'll take them out. Okay. I'm going to add in another layer over here. Bink. Now there's number 3. We're going to plug this into number 3. And now it's an exact copy of it. So it's nothing special. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this and I want to set this to emission now. Now emission, I don't need this indirect and indirect here. I don't need that because we don't need to do that for emission. I'm just going to delete that and I'm going to delete that. For emission, all we need to do is find the emission pass. Where's our, oh, they're emitters. Boom. That's the pass I want, okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to add that on top of these 2 bottom guys here. Well, how do we do that, LB? How do we do that? Oh, I said LB. Sorry, that's what they call me at school. Because when I teach at school, they don't know. In Japan, like, my name is LeVar Butte, and it's like very hard because they don't have the letter L in their alphabet. That sound, la la la. They have R, R. So I say, just call me LB. They always just call me LB. So I kind of slipped and said that right here. But anyways, how do I add this on top? Again, add on top. How do we add it on top? We go to our blend settings. Boom. Then we'll come over here, open this up, change it from normal to add. Booyakasha. Now we've added our emission on top of there. Now, what's the point of doing all this? This is like, just take the render out. The point is, I have control at a way more granular, a level, at every level, I have more control. And this is what they do in the big studios. This is what Nuke is all about. This is what they do with Nuke, right? You got more control after the fact. So, let me quickly show you what I can do. I can say like, okay, I like the emission, but I wish I would have had the emission more brighter. Don't re-render it. All I have to do is come in here, and I'm going to add another group or another layer. And what I want to do is I want to add a layer. Let's say we want to add an exposure layer and brighten it up. Okay, click on layer 3. Come in here, go down to color, up, adjust brightness, adjust hue, saturation, white balance. Look, it's all right here. Boost highlights. Okay, let's go to adjust brightness. All right, let's adjust the brightness. Boom. Boom. And now I'm adjusting the brightness of the illuminance of anything that had an emission. Boom, there it is. Okay, that's super easy. Wasn't that? I didn't have to re-render anything. I just cranked it up a little bit more. Turn it off. There it is. Before, after. Before, after. Right? Well, now it's looking a little washed out. Okay, let's add another layer in here. Let's add another layer, and let's go to color, and let's add in a saturation node. Let's bring back some of that saturation that we just killed. Okay, bring in a little bit. Right there. Oh, now it's totally getting blown out now. Now we're pushing the limits, right? It's blown out. But there, I mean, you can just see the magic and the power that you have at this level now. Okay, so I'm going to delete all that. We don't need all that for now. So there it is. Okay, so that was what I basically did right here. Here's my emission, and I even did that. Look, I was playing with it. And another thing you could do, let me go ahead and plug that one up. Delete that. Bring this down. And I'm going to go ahead and plug this into the next layer, which would be right there. We're stacking them on top. And what I did on this one, I added a brightness, but check it out. I also added an opacity, so I can have an opacity slider on this. Look at that. And how did I add the opacity slider? Super easy. Here's the layer. Layer 2. Come in here, go down to effects, opacity, adjust opacity. There it is. Bing. Adjust opacity. Now you have a slider for whatever you're doing. You want to add a slider to it, opacity. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to kill that because we don't need that. I'm going to kill that because I don't need that. And then how to take away our channel, take away our channel. There it is. I do need this because we need to blend this on top of that. Next layer, refractions. So you saw the workflow. I'm just going to go ahead and plug this back in. Boom. There's my refraction just kicked in. I just saw a little bit of reflection happening back here, okay, because I got some plastic there. Same thing with the refraction. I can't say that. Let me just unhook all of this so we can see. Add in our layer group. Layer 1, There's my refraction coming off my subsurface back there and coming off some plastic. I have some plastic, clear plastic that's refracting inside of that. Okay. Well, what I also did was there was some hot spotting on there. I can add a hot spot at that level to clear, to remove hot pixels. I can do that. Boop. Cleans it up. Because using this hot pixel remover on the whole image, using that on the whole image, it also kind of degrades the image a little bit. So instead of degrading the whole image, let's just degrade what's causing the problem, and we got hot spots in the refraction. So you just add a hot pixel remover. How do we get that? How do you get that? How do you get that node? That's actually the same thing. If I press N over here, my viewport, and if I come over to, where is it at? Where is it at? If I come over to, it's in here somewhere. I just used it. I made a video, a quick reel the other day about it. Oh, right here. Hot pixel removal. It's set to 100. To get it to work, you got to bring it down, right? But it's set to 1. This is the same effect is over here. All right. So I don't want to do that to the whole image. I just want to do it to the problem areas. So if I come in here and I just do search and I just went removal, right? And there it is, hot pixel removal. Boop. There it is. Take that. Watch it again. Boom. Cleans that up. Super nice. All right. So LB, how do we put this? I keep calling myself LB. Why did I do that today? Yo, Patrick, how do we add this on top? How do we add this on top? Again, we just add it on top. Drop this in, blend setting mode, boom, add, set that to add. There it is. We rebuilt that and we cleaned it up a little bit. Okay, so how do we add our subsurface in? Subsurface works the same way. We only need one node. We only need our subsurface node here. We only need one node. Let me go ahead and plug this down into the next channel. Channel number 5. Bring that over here. Again, you'll just pop out. You'll go to layer, blend. You'll go to render AOVs. Boop. It pops out this node. We plug it into here. Oh, there's my SOV. There's all my SOV. There's all my subsurface. Yes, it is. Right? How do we add that on top? Add on top. Boom. Change this to add. Boom. There's our subsurface. Now, the reason why I keep repeating this and doing this over is because the way you learn is by repetition. You have to keep doing things over and over and over and over to get it, right? Especially when it's new. And when it's new, you really got to do it a whole bunch of times. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want to engrave this into my brain on how to rebuild these passes. And that's why I keep explaining it over and over and over, because that's how you learn something new. And trust me, it works, because when I was in high school, I was in marching band, and I played the drums. Hang on one moment here. Let's get full screen. I played the drum. Fresh off the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was like the first thing these other drummers taught me, and I'm like, dude, I want to learn the cool stuff. They're like, bro, if you don't know how to hit 8 controlled hits on each hand, you will never learn the other stuff. So I was like, okay. I practiced that, and then they gave me something else to practice. 1, da da da, 2, da da da, 3, da da. And then before that, it was just 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and why, just all these different exercises, and eventually I get to full on. But practicing these exercises every single day for hours on hours, and then that's how I was able to learn how to drum. So I saw that if you do something over and over and over and over, you eventually learn it. Now be careful, because sometimes you can do bad things over and over and over and you learn how to do bad things, right? So it works. Put in the reps, we say. We always say, put in the reps. Did you put in the reps? I was all last night. I was just da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. I put in about 50 reps, different exercises, okay? Let's get back to the thing. All right, so same thing again. How do we add ambient occlusion to this now? Like, I wanted to, you don't really need it, but maybe I want to increase the ambient occlusion. So we just go ahead and do the exact same thing. We'll add in our, let's just rebuild it. I'm going to do this one again just to show you, because I want to rebuild it. I want to engrave it. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to layer group. I need a layer group. There's my layer group. And then let's drag. Actually, I'm just going to keep it down here for a moment, because it's going to make it pop up and be all stupid, right? It's going to pop up down here for some reason. All right, there's my layer group. And what do we want to put in this layer group? I want to put ambient occlusion in this layer group. Okay, well, how do we do that? Not that one. We go to plus, And then we go to our AOVs. I want render AOVs. Okay, render AOVs. It gives me this node here. This node gives me access to all the render AOV channels. I go from beauty, select, look at all these channels. God, I love it, Octane, dude. I want ambient occlusion. Boom, there it is. Is that what you want? Yes, that's what I want. Okay, well, what do you want to do with it? I want to put that on top of what I've got. I want to add that to what I've got. Okay, how do we do that? Well, let's go to our blending settings. Click on blending settings. Here's the blending settings. I like to put it on top to help me to remind myself that I'm adding it on top. Come on, dude. There it is. Put it on top. Well, what mode do we need? We need to go from normals to add. Okay. Boom. We don't see nothing. Why don't we see anything? Let me see what I did up here. Oh, okay. I know why. Now, this is the first time we don't add it. We do not add it. For this, because we have all of this white and gray values, we need to multiply this, okay? We need to multiply, not add. We need to multiply. And wait for it. Wait for it. And we're still waiting. Let me make sure the render didn't get. Oh, it's still waiting for image. So hang on there. But once we multiply this, then we're still going to need to blend it and control it. And how will we do that? Is hang on. What am I not doing? Oh, no. I'm not doing something right. Hang on. I'm not doing something right. Let me go back up here to my reference. What did I do differently here? I added it here. Oh, okay. I see the problem I made. And this is where you guys will probably make the same problem. I went and I did it on the layer level, on the actual ambient occlusion level. I'm like, we're not mixing anything. Like right here, see why it's waiting. He's like, oh, I'm waiting. Here's my ambient occlusion. And then I said, hey, I want to multiply my ambient occlusion. Multiply it to what? Right? It's like, where's the other image that I'm going to multiply this at? And I don't have anything, right? There's nothing. So check it out. Disconnect that. Take this and plug this into here. I want to multiply this on the layer level, on the layer group level. Okay. Take this, plug this into here. Boom. Now it works. Now you can see it looks dirty, like it's darker because we're doubling the ambient occlusion. There's already ambient occlusion there and we're doubling it with another layer. How do we control this? Well, I want to control it on the group level, add in we don't want to do that. We want to add in an input. Hang on, I disconnected that. Add in another input, go to our effects, opacity, adjustment, boom, there it is. Now I have control of it. 0. There it is, right? Oh, let's just creep it in at 50%. Okay, there it is, 50%, 60%. We added a little bit more ambient occlusion to it, okay? Be mindful, you will make that mistake, just what I just did. Now, again, this is the one layer. There was no reason to blend this to what? We're blending it to what? So I didn't have anything to blend it to. If I had did this, for example, duplicate this, plug this into here, now I've got, let me disconnect to that. I've got ambient occlusion and let's just throw in diffuse. Okay, how come I can't see it? I can't see it because we need to do the math at the level of here. I would take this. Is that not our opacity? Oh, actually I could take this opacity. Check it out. Let's plug the opacity into the blend setting. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, I just learned something new. All right, well, let's go to blend setting. And then now we're gonna blend this top layer to the bottom layer. And if I can just pull that out, there we go. Add, not doing anything. Subtract, not doing anything. Multiply, still not doing anything. Let's switch it. Let's switch this around, and we can just do that by boop, going like that. Okay, and then let's go to normal. Diffuse. Okay, now see, since I switched it, we're doing the bottom map. It has to be on top. I'm learning stuff right now with you guys. Okay, so now we're on top. We're at normal. Let's go to add. No difference. Subtract. No difference. Multiply. Still no difference. Why aren't we seeing any difference there? Oh, well, we're not going to see a difference because, again, we're still here at this level. But that's fine. I want to stay at this level. I want to see if I can get this to work at this level. But you're still not going to see it at this level because it's not being blended. which I think is, yeah, sorry, I'm experimenting right now, guys. Okay, so that's not going to work, what I was trying to do. That's not going to work. Again, we need to probably put this in the multiply mode, right? And let's try it again now. Since we're multiplying it over, we can see. Now if I come over here, can I do more math? Add more diffuse, subtract diffuse, multiply diffuse. No, not working. Whatever, I'm just playing. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna delete all that because I've already built this whole thing here. Here's the same thing. Boom, layer group, render AOV, ambient occlusion. Here's my opacity so I can control it. And here's the math that we want to do. We want to multiply this all on top of all of this stuff that we just did down here. Let's go ahead and plug that into there. Number 6. Boom. And there it is. Now we can see a little bit of ambient occlusion. I'm going to crank it up just so I can really see it. Okay, there it is. I can really see it on my mug down here, especially right here on the bottom of my mug. But look, why does it look so dirty and like so much noise? Well, I only got 500 samples, and that's not enough, okay? So that's where we start to get into like, well, how do we denoise this? Okay, well, if we want to denoise this, we can actually just use the denoising pass, but I was like, hey, can I use the optics denoiser? Because it's a little bit faster than Octane's denoiser. And look, open AI blah, 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 imager. This is it right here. I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's just go ahead and throw that in. First of all, let me back up here one more step before that. I also added in add chromic aberration. How do we, like, the post-processing effects, the bloom, the glare, how do we add that in? Well, we can come in here, and I just went search, and let's say like bloom. Bloom. Actually, no. That's actually accessing Blender. No, it's Octane. Octane post-processing, add bloom. Yep, there it is. Okay, check it out. Let's add some bloom in. So how do we add the bloom? Well, we're going to need to get our group, right? Let's go here and pop out our layer group. Bring it up. All right, there it is. And let's just go ahead and add in some bloom by plugging it into here. And then we need to do the math on top. We want to, I think we should add this. I'm not sure. I think it should be added. Let's go to physical add. And let's see, crank up the strength. Let me zoom out. Is it add? Blend settings. Interesting. Let's see. Maybe we don't need to add it. Yeah, we do have to add it, right? Maybe add? No? Why does it still say waiting for image right now? Okay, now it's not waiting for image. I kept saying waiting for image. Let's take the denoiser. Let's plug that in first. Let's see what's going on here. Denoiser. Waiting for image. Let me turn off the render and turn it back on. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Best of luck on your stream, my friend. Thanks a lot. Okay, is that denoising? That does look a little bit cleaner, huh? Nice. Best of luck in you, my friend. Okay. And let's see. Oh, it's enabled. That's why. Let me turn it back on. Boom. All right, there it is. So that's the denoiser. Denoiser's working now. Okay. And that one, actually, I did not add a layer group to it. That one is just straight plugged in, straight into it. Okay, so maybe we don't need that same. Let's just, why do I keep going down and forth? Let's bring that up here. Maybe we don't need to add that. Let's just go add in the chromic aberration straight in. Boom. Okay. So these post-processing effects don't need the layer group. Bloom. Let's just plug it straight in. There it is. Okay. Now I just learned something new right now with you guys. And Is this kind of like... Wow, dude. I got actually more control with the actual bloom node than I do with the bloom settings in post. Okay, but how do I control this? Like, can I add a... On the bloom side, that's going above there. Let's add in another input. Let's add in a color. Let's add in a channel clamp. Right? I want to clamp what's happening. I don't think it's going to work this way, but let's try it. Minimum. Channel clamp. Oh, I don't know what that's doing. RGB alpha. Interesting. That's not what I want to do. But I'll have to play with these post-processing effects later. But that's we're adding the bloom on there right now. We're definitely adding them on. And I think I still probably need to add a layer group, because like if I want to make some changes to it, layer group, right? Let's just plug it straight in. But see, I don't see it working like that. It doesn't work for some reason. Normal, right? Well, how would I do it in photo? If I was in After Effects, I would probably change the layer mode to add, right? No, I don't see. See, it's not working. Let's try it with the chromic aberration here. Let's try it with the aberration. Let's see. Plug it into there. Waiting for image. It still says waiting for image. Nope. So I'll have to figure that how do I control those. But I know we can stack them, right? There it is. Yep, that works perfectly fine like that. And it's denoising all of that right now. And then the last one, the Z depth. So how do we add a Z depth pass? Well, this one I do know we need the layer group. That's why I kind of made this group here. So we do need a layer group, which I don't know why. Anyways, I keep going back here. I want to get that to work. I got to figure that out off stream. Okay, here's our chromic aberration, and that is happening. We'll put that. That's going to happen right here. Okay, and then actually I want the denoiser to happen after that, so it's denoising everything, even the chromic aberration. Okay, good. So now how do we add Z depth? How do we want, if I wanted to add fog or something to this, we do need a layer group. And in that layer group before, we need, let me go ahead and unhook all of these. We're going to plug in, there it is. There's our Z depth pass. And again, we control the settings in the AOVs. Again, up here in the AOVs, this is where we control the settings for that. Okay. And then what I figured out was if we can, you can actually add a custom curve in here. I went to plus, I went to color, and I went to custom curve, and they gave me this curve node, just like a normal curve node. And then boom, I just added like a little bit of contrast to it, and you can see what I did here. And then on top of that, I was like, okay, I need to control the fog. How do I control how much fog is going to be in here? And you add our opacity node again. We'll go in here, go to effects, opacity, adjust opacity. All right, drop that in, boom. Now I can control how much fog or, you know, haze is going to be in the scene. There it is, right? Check it out. That's cool. So it's a little bit like that. Okay, there's our smoke, fog, haze, whatever. And then what I did, I think I also blended that too. I added a blend. So I did blend setting, and I want to add this on top. I added it on top just so it wasn't so heavy. But again, you can play with the math here. Like we got all these other ones, lighten. Look at lighten color, right? See, just like you would do in After Effects, right? Divide, multiply, subtract, add, SRD, plus a whole bunch of ones that I've never seen in my life. But I'm gonna put it on add. So boom, there. We added our Z depth pass to it, just like that. So how the hell do we render this? Does this all work? Like, look at, we rebuilt all of this, guys. This is what I would do in Nuke, or people do in Nuke and After Effects, or in DaVinci Resolve. I did it right here in Octane. I didn't even have to leave Blender to do all this. So from here, if you wanted to render this, we go to our Blender Compositor, and then there it is. Here's our node. Okay. Now what's important to make sure you take this and say, hey, I want to see my AOV outputs. My AOV outputs is what we just built down here. This is our AOV output, because if we look, we've got AOV output number 1. And I want to plug that in and come up to here, and I can plug that into there. Boom, and we'll get that. Now, what's really cool, if you wanted to make, like, say, a different look. How many cameras do I have in this scene? I think I only have 1 camera in this scene, because this works real time. So if I have multiple cameras in this scene, like, matter of fact, let me just add another camera really fast, because we can. And I probably need to throttle back on that. Yeah, this is way too much, right? Let's just bring that down. And what I'm going to do is add in another camera. And on the second camera, I'm going to drop it in right here. And look, we're seeing all of what we did is being affected in this camera also. So it's like, it's there. It's all there, which is so dope. When we jump back here, boom. Go to the other camera. I don't know where that camera's at. It's pointing somewhere off in the distance. Who knows where that camera's at? Oh no, oh no, I just changed the view. I know what I just did. I changed the view of my other camera. Of my good camera. Oh, that's not good. Whatever. I'll probably have to reset that. Okay. And then the camera that I added in was right here. Yeah, that was a camera that I added in, which was zoomed in too close. And let's just kind of bring that camera right here. There's that camera. Take that out, and where's that camera? It's autofocus. Okay, good. So there, we're still seeing everything that we did comp-wise in both cameras. This is my main point to tell you. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like it's all there. It's cool, right? So let's go back to our original camera. So now if I wanted to export this out and render this thing out, we're all good. But one thing I wanted to say quickly is, like, if I wanted to make a different version of this render, I don't have to rebuild all this. Like, I could take everything that we just did, and let's go here, and what we'll do is come over here, and we're going to make this and add a new one. Boom, input number 2. Well, what are we going to do with input number 2? I'm going to copy this whole rig that we just made, just like this, shift duplicate it, bring it over here, and I'm going to plug it into 2, like that. And on 2, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take out this. We don't need that. We're going to do the denoising. We're going to take chromic aberration out, right? And I think you should probably take these channels away once you do that, okay? But what I want to do, just so we can see the difference between them, I'm going to add in, on number 9, I'm going to add in a color. We're going to change the color. Saturation, right? And we're just going to make it black and white. Let's say we wanted a black and white version of what we had. Let it come in and let it do its thing. Good. I'm going to take saturation and pull it out. Let's see. Does everything go black and white? It should, huh? Oh, no, because we're still seeing AOV 1. We're still seeing AOV 1. And that's where I need to come back over to my AOVs. Come back to Octane AOVs. Test. Yep, see, we're looking at AOV 1. Hot, boom, AOV 2. Boom, black and white. There it is, baby. Octane is extremely powerful. I told you guys, Octane is no joke. Right on, man. Like, the power and control, it's like, it's so much. Like, people are just like, oh, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, because it's like I said, it's like a 747 jumbo jet. You can't just hop in and hit fire. You got to know what the hell you're doing. All right, cool. So now if we want to export this out, we've got 2 looks like that, right? Let's go back to Blender's compositor. And now it should be down here. Yep, there it is. Let me make this full screen so I can see what I'm doing. It's easier. There it is, AOV 1, AOV 2. We got 2 AOV outputs, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and render this, because once it's rendered, we got all of that. We got all of that, right? I'm going to kill that, and I'm actually going to turn it, the render down, just because I think it's like I have it at 2,000 samples. I'm not going to wait that long. I need to get some water. My voice is going. 1,000. We're going to go 1,000 samples. and then I'm gonna hit render. Okay, and I'm gonna grab some water, guys. Hang on. All right, guys, this is insane. Like the power that we got. Let me quickly jump over to the Twitch and see if the Twitch is still working. Like I know it's working because we got a spam comment from Twitch earlier, right? And let's see if I can send a chat, send a message. Testing. And that pops up on the screen there. Yes, it does. Dope. That is so cool. All right, what about what else do we got over here? We got these emojis, huh? What are these emojis? Like, who are these people? Like, I don't even know who these people are. Twitch emojis frequently used. Do those show up in the stream? Oh, I don't think the emojis show up. What is this other stuff? Cheering with bits? What's that? Cheering with bits. What the heck is that? Twitch stream is way far behind as far as latency too. It's like almost like a minute behind or something. Nah, not a minute, but it's pretty far behind compared to YouTube. Oh well, these emojis are showing up in my thing here. Is this finished yet? Where are we at? 500 is almost finished. Ooh, I see a lot of fireflies in there too. Oh yeah, the emojis don't kind of show up in the stream. I think I can fix that probably. If I jump into... What is this guy going on here? In the chat, overlays. Visibility. Show channel icon. Stylize. Overlays. Huh. Anyways, I'm not worried about that right now. Cool. Alright. 750 samples. Let's let it finish out. Let's let it finish out. We're almost there. Hang on. Almost there. 990. I'm hungry. Eating curry. All right, we're finished. Hang on. Never put food on your desk. Always put it away. I almost knocked over my coffee the other day. All right, now you were looking at this render. You're like, hey, that's not what we did, right? That's not like, it doesn't look like we did. Actually, it is. But check it out. We come into composite view. We were looking at it, right? There it is. Look, view output 1. That was the one we did. Like we added the fog in here, chromatic aberration. What about the other one? Output 2, the black and white version, right? Powerful stuff, guys. Powerful stuff, man. This is insane. And then if you want just that straight up Blender standard render, like without all this compositing stuff, combined beauty, there's our just vanilla render, right? Without any Octane compositing post-processing. That's just my standard render. So I got 3 renders right there. 3 different versions. The standard version, or here's the beauty, right? The beauty will look like normally. Plus I still have all of those passes available to me, guys. How do I hold shift? What do I think? I hold shift? Hold shift? Oh, love, bro. Thanks, bro. Love you too, man. Love you too. Nothing but love for you. How do I switch? What is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. All of our passes: emitter, the diffuse direct, indirect. There's our reflections. There's our indirect reflections. There's our refractions, subsurface, that one light, because we can control that one light, right? Shadow. Then what was that? Volume. I haven't figured out how to get those working. Denoise. There's the denoiser. There's our Z depth, ambient occlusion, AOV output number 1, and then there's our shadows, our version number 2, guys. That's the power of AOVs. Super dope, right? Give me some love. Give me some thumbs up in the chat for those of you who soldiered through that long, tedious process. Man, that means, dude, how long have we been streaming for? Where's the OBS? Oh, an hour and 24 minutes. So that's an hour plus I was already 2. I've spent 3 hours today on AOVs in Octane, dude. 3 hours. 3 hours, guys. I didn't even eat lunch. I'm starving. It's almost dinner time. But hey, we did it. Octane is an amazing render engine. So yes, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna give it some love back into that. 100. Yes, it is. So that is my video for Octane AOVs. I'm gonna make a more legitimate video, but I want to make this one first so I know how to do everything, because I'm gonna go back to this video for reference. And then after this is done, I'm going to cut this stream up and make it shorter. Like the first beginning half, I was just trying to figure out how to get Twitch to work. Hey, we're on Twitch now. Tell your friends, tell your mom and dad, tell everybody. We're on Twitch now. Does that really matter? No. doesn't really change anything. I'm a YouTuber guy. So, I don't know. We're streaming to Twitch now. I might change it and stream to Facebook instead. I'm not sure exactly just yet. I'm going to find out if I got more support. I think I have more supporters on Facebook. I might switch and go Facebook, YouTube. Or I might try all three. I don't know if I have that much internet power. Internet power sucked today. We're at 4G all day. No 5G. But surprisingly, the stream looks okay. I did knock down the bit rate, so we're not doing HD anymore. We're like less than HD. I think we're like 7. I don't know what we are. I think it's HD, but I don't know. I knocked down the bit rate, so I think that probably helps smooth out the stream a little bit. So that's a wrap for today, guys. Because actually, I'm going to get off this, eat, and then I'm going to come back and do some more stuff and try to figure it out some more stuff. I might stream it again. I'm not sure. It depends on when the wife and my young Padawan gets here. So, thanks for the love, guys. Quickly before I forget, I got a nice affiliate link. Blender Octane. We got new materials for Blender Octane from the guys down at Pixel Lab have just released it an exclusive Blender Octane material pack. I should have talked about this in the beginning, but I forgot. Oh, they already have the third one popped. The third one is already out. Check it out. This is number 1. I just made a video about it. I did a review on it. Here's number 2, and here's number 3. And I got an affiliate link down there below. I'll pop it up in the chat for you guys if you guys are interested in getting some materials for Blender Octane. They are tight. They are dope. They look good. Like, I'm so excited about these materials. And you can reverse engineer them. Like I talked about in the video, you can learn off of these things here. Check it out. You get an Orbix file also, and you get the Blender. What is this? They already added a YouTube video on there? Oh, nice. That's cool. 150 right here, detailed. Sorry, it's loading slow because my internet sucks right now. So yummy. And I'm not talking about this curry that I'm eating right here. I'm talking about these freaking shaders. Look at these shaders, guys. Gorgeous. Look at this one. Gorgeous. So take a look at their pack, guys. This one has PBR images, and some of them are procedural. Like some of these subsurface materials and stuff are procedural. Then they have the other pack, which is an architectural pack. And then they have a third pack, which is like fully procedural. Like most of them are all procedural stuff inside of there in the third pack. Let's take a look at the third one. I have the third one. They sent it to me, but I haven't played with it just yet because I've been trying to figure out AOVs. Let's load that up. Plus, they have a whole bunch of other stuff. Redshift, Unreal, VFX, VDBs. Take a look. Take a look. Pack. Yeah, fully procedural in this pack here, guys. The packs are coming in about $69, and it's worth it. Trust me. Because once you get into the pack, and once you get into the materials, you can see how they're built. And then you can learn how to build your own. Right? So thinking about it, you're paying $60 for a class, and plus you're getting materials. So here's some of these ones are fully procedural. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. Yeah, I need to start playing with this one here next. That's the architectural. That's some of the stuff from the architectural pack too there. Alright, guys. Anyways, I'm hungry. I gotta finish eating. Alright, guys. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace. So how do we kill all of these streams?